Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to give me my 40 bucks or do you not?
I'd be glad to give you 40 bucks. You've
Okay.
never asked me directly for 40 bucks, Phil. All you've done is
I've sent you multiple emails. I've shown it on video.
You've never sent me.
Do you want to give me my $40 in my hand? Or do we want to walk off? Because I do not have time for your bullshit.
Philip.
You can give me $40 now and shut me up, or I can walk off because I have things that I need to do.
bclaymore@gmail.com. I've asked you many times.
I've sent it to you on Patreon multiple times. I don't know your Gmail.
bclaymore@gmail.com.
I've sent it to your Kickstarter. I've sent it to your Kickstarter multiple times, multiple messages.
Let me ask you this, Philip. Is that a reason to just attack me out of the blue?
Attack for you for what?
That you made up?
What did I make up?
Really? Your very first video about me was completely invented, and you know that.
Which one?
I had no idea that you were this crazy SJW.
State something that you just engaged me.
So you can put it on your video. That's right. I want to have a conversation with you because you're not man enough.
I just want my $40. I have things to do. Are you going to give me my $40 now?
Let me ask you a question.
Are you going to give me my $40 that you owe me now, or should I just walk off?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, then I'll just walk off.
Philip, I'd like to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you unless you have $40.
Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on the PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than to be dragged down at every fucking conceivable opportunity. No. So you can fucking current day us. No. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, no. Fucking pronouns. That's all you fucking are. No. Fucking gender ambiguity. Fucking pronouns. No. Fucking current day California. Fucking pronouns. No. Because that's all we fucking know. Because we're boring. We're so fucking boring. Fucking pronouns. We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here. Bethesda Western Game Company. Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No. Current fucking day. No. Fuck off. You're boring. No. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. Pronouns. No. Pronouns. No. Pronouns. No. That's all you fucking are. Pronouns. And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired. You are a one hive mind twat waffle. You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing. Fucking pronoun. No. Fucking gender ambiguity. Fucking pronoun. No. Fucking current day California shit. Fucking pronoun. No. Because that's all we fucking know. Because we're boring. We're so fucking boring. You're boring. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. Because we're boring. No. We're so fucking boring. You fucking are. Fucking
Welcome, everybody, to your wall-to-wall U.S. Open coverage. We are so excited, tennis fans. We had the best finals weekend we could have possibly had, didn't we, Sider?
Possibly have asked for, even.
Possibly have asked for. Yes, the women's final, of course, we know Arina Sabalenka fell to Coco Gauff in 3 sets in a spectacular comeback from the beautiful American girl who we love. And she's 19, and she has one important feature, which the mainstream media loves. And let's play her national anthem just to give her some respect.
Now, please remain standing for the national anthem and the Black national anthem by the Turner sisters, Jalea and Jamila Turner.
Yes.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the glistening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
That's enough. I think that was good enough for respects, don't you?
Yeah.
So.
RESPEK. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Respect.
All kidding aside, we kind of like Coco. The mainstream media has kind of gone stupid on her because she's a Christian, and they don't know what Christians are in America anymore. You know how that goes.
Is she a Mario Judah Christian?
A Mario Judah Christian?
When you say nigga, a lot of people are assuming, nigga! That's got to be racist. There's no way.
Wow, I was not going to go there.
No way.
There's no way. Oh my gosh.
Mario Judah Christian,
Mario Judah Christian. So here's the article from Fox News on Coco's baseness here. Super Bowl champion coach corrects Sports Center over Coco. God, I'm dead fucking serious. Sports Center doesn't know what praying is at this juncture.
They're not allowed to know what praying is.
They're not allowed. Yeah, the Disney owned ESPN, the Devil Mouse website themselves, does not know what praying is. And here it is. Tony Dougie had some choice words for ESPN Sports Center X account on Saturday night after Coco Gauff won her first Open title. The Sports Center account wrote that the tennis phenom, quote, took a moment to soak it all in after winning her first Grand Slam. She's just that's just soaking it all in. Oh my God,
that's kind of the opposite of soaking it all in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's just it's all about me is what she was thinking at this point, because that's oh wait, she's not a hedonistic guy.
Her creator or acknowledging the strife she went through to get to this point, thanks to her creator's mission for her.
Right.
No, we have that. Just taking it all in.
Let's just taking it all in. Gosh, I mean, this is this Let's Go Brandon all over again? They're saying Let's Go Brandon out there, right?
Yeah.
Remember on the NASCAR thing where they that's what it was ESPN also, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Same freaking. Oh gosh. Oh, they make me so mad. Dougie took aim at the account and asserted that Gauff was praying. I hate to break this to you, Sports Center, but Coco Gauff was not soaking it all in at this moment. She was praying. She has been very open about her Christian faith in the past. It seems pretty obvious what she's doing here. A little bit. Gosh. Oh, this just gets my blood boiling. Like, oh, ESPN, really?
When you think
she spoke about her faith after, yeah. Go ahead.
When you think of people that should get it, like sports guys should get it, right?
Right. You'd think.
Especially old sports guys, because they used to pray in the locker room before they went out on the field. That's not old, not new.
That's always been kind of the thing. So, but ESPN. Yep. She spoke about her faith after winning her first Grand Slam title of her career after she was asked what it meant to her to win the title on home soil. She said, "Oh my goodness, it means so much to me. I feel a little bit in shock at this moment. The French Open loss was a heartbreak for me. I realize God puts you through tribulations and trials. This makes this moment even more sweeter than I could imagine. I don't pray for results." That's good. "I just ask that I get the strength to give my all. Whatever happens, I'm so blessed in this life. I'm thankful for this moment. I don't have any words for it, to be honest." How sweet. I like her. That's what I got to say about that. I like her.
She doesn't pray to dominate her opponent. That's
Right.
You know.
I do. I pray to, I pray that one day all of my enemies will be dead. Right.
Well, God made.
Oh, no, that's not me. That's not me. That's Liam. Sorry.
Right. A little shorter.
All right. She is the youngest American to win since Serena Williams did at age 19 in 2001. And her previous best finish in Queens was the quarterfinals last year. She lost the French Open to Iga Swiatek. So that's cool. Coco Gauff, now number 3 in the world. I know how to pronounce all these weird Eastern European names. That is the one blessing that tennis has given me.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday from Minton Riley. This is the Star Wars boob girl. This is Clout Cider. You've seen the Star Wars boob girl, haven't you? She's in my chat. This is the Ultra Clout. You've not seen the Star Wars boob girl?
Star Wars.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me find the Star Wars boob girl clip. This is taking the internet by storm. This is probably the most cloutiest person of all clout right now.
Wait, I got it.
Saying this. You got the Star Wars boob girl clip?
Yeah. Is this it?
Yes. Let's go.
Easy. Hold on. We got to put up our stuff. We're safe around here. We run a professional show. Remember?
No, it's not Anna. No. Don't call Anna that. Girl. If I called Anna that, oh my God, I'd get in so much trouble. I mean, she's
Star
like,
Wars fucking sucks right now. I fucking hate it.
Pause it. Star Wars does indeed fucking suck. I 100% agree. But
I didn't hear what she said. So what?
And Star Wars fucking sucks.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree 100% with this. Next, let's go.
Is there even an Ahsoka? I saw a little bit fucking screenshots of it. I haven't seen it, and it looks like trash. It fucking looks like trash. Why is there a fucking Luke Skywalker there? Fucking Mark Hamill from like when he was in his Return of the Jedi. Now, don't do that.
Ah!
No. You went too high pitch.
Oh,
you gotta go down low.
Hold on.
Like your arm.
I'll try.
Down low. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
It's not a scream, it's a roar. See?
Oh, yeah. And here's the bass part. So she's even going back to like Mandalorian and saying that sucked, which it did suck. Everybody was so simpy over that show. And including my good friend Testify HD. And it was shit the show. It really was.
Look,
Continue.
I like stories with a dude caring for a kid. I think it's cool that the Mandalorian became a father, like an adoptive father.
It should be a
like
woman. Should be a woman carrying a kid around. Well, the man does the real
There
work.
is no fucking reason to watch any of the Star Wars past the first 3. The prequels is just a Star Trek ripoff done poorly.
Pause it. Wow, what a base take.
So I heard something about Star Trek. What?
She said that the prequels were a Star Trek ripoff done poorly. So they tried to make it like space diplomacy, politics in space in those prequels. And it was boring as fuck. Right? And they did a terrible job with it.
Oh yeah.
Twilight, are you watching like the original Twilight Zone? Let me shoot you guys. Let me shoot you the link in case you want it. I know you're gonna go record. But are you watching the original like the old school like 60s Twilight Zone? There was an 80s remake of the Twilight Zone, which was also awesome. I gotta tell you, I can go into like this is deep geek shit. Sorry about that, chat.
Yeah, she said, or they say yes. That's the one.
It's a she. That's not a they. Does that look like a they?
Well, no. This person came in earlier and said Riley and Mint were saying.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not Riley's account. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they share an account.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Riley's a dude. Riley's not a they either. Yeah.
I wasn't
You'll come on some
theying
other
them
time.
for pronouns. I was theying them because there's two of them.
Oh,
There's
cool.
multiple.
Tell Riley to message me about Twilight Zone because at the 60s Twilight Zone show is some of the best science fiction ever made. But the 80s one was very good too, and a lot of people got their starts from that show, including George R.R. Martin. You know that guy? Do you know who he is, Cider?
Yeah, fat degenerate.
Yeah, that can't finish his fucking books. Late books. Yeah, so he actually was I think the showrunner of that, or he was one of the writers on that show in the 80s. And that's kind of how he came to prominence to get his publishing contracts to make Game of Thrones in the first place. The more you know. And the other person who got his start on the 80s Twilight Zone show was J. Michael Straczynski, the guy who made Babylon 5. So very interesting that show did so much for science fiction. Very cool stuff.
What was that other Twilight Zone show on Sci-Fi when they spelled their name right? It was another style show.
Oh yeah, they did one of those for a bit. The Outer Limits.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're trying to do the whole political thing? No, not in Star Wars. Star Wars is not about politics. Even the sixth one is ruined by the CGI that they added.
Yeah!
The Ewoks,
It was.
First of all, the Ewoks make no practical sense. How are you going to destroy the Empire using rocks and sticks? They have guns. They have lasers. How the hell does the fucking Ewoks stop the Empire?
That's pretty based. Even back to Return of the Jedi, they were selling out and making it more about trying to sell toys and shit than making a film that made sense. That's true.
What a surprise.
Star Wars is stupid. It always has been stupid. I agree.
Sorry, just sending out the link.
Give me the link. Save the stream.
And destroy the second Death Star. Why the fuck is there a second Death Star? Don't you learn from the first fucking movie where fucking Lucas destroys it so easily? Why are you making a second one? That's just a waste of resources.
It is.
Yeah, but like nobody else has one.
That's also true.
Come on. What is the look? We don't buy these giant ass trucks because most guys don't buy these giant ass trucks because they have work to do with it, right? Emperor Palpatine's just, the only thing that thing needs is spinner rims, and you got a cruiser, you got a city cruiser.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Blackout rims and some tinted windows on that Death Star.
You put a subwoofer up there instead of the laser.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
That's pretty cool.
There is no reason.
Pimp my
Death Star.
Pimp my Death Star. Pimp my orbital death machine.
Yes.
Reason to watch any of the fucking Star Wars shows. There's no reason. The only Star Wars you need to watch the first three and also the other comics that Disney disavowed once they started making the sequels.
Okay, so yeah, the comics from Dark Horse Comics and the books from Timothy Zahn in particular were excellent. And I was scrolling through Twitter today, believe it or not, or X. I'm sorry, scrolling through X, and I was looking through an author, S.D. Perry, because I'm rereading Star Trek. Avatar book 1, not Avatar like James Cameron, but Avatar like a word Avatar. And that was the first book which took place after Deep Space Nine ended and kind of continued on the series. And so I'm revisiting this, and I'm probably going to go through a bunch of it because the Star Trek literature universe is now closed because Star Trek did the same shit as Star Wars, right? And Star Trek lit chart. I show this sometimes. They had a very shit ton of books. Yep.
Wow.
And here's how you read it, Cider. Where would you like to start?
The pink.
The pink one.
The hot
Pink one is Titan.
No,
You're familiar with
all the way over to the left.
Oh, this pink one, Vanguard backstory, Vanguard Seekers, which ties
right?
into Paths of Harmony and the Typhon Pack Next Generation, which then ties into Crossover Titan Pack, which ties into the Fall, which ties into the Admiral Riker era, which ties into Prey and then Fortune at War, right?
Okay. It sounds like I solved the
But in
maze.
order to get into the Admiral Riker era, you better read all the Titan backstory and then Titan, right? Otherwise, you won't know how Admiral Riker became Admiral Riker, right? Yeah. So this is what they had at Star Trek. Yeah, Star Wars was a little cleaner than this, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But the books are pretty good. And so I was looking up S.D. Perry because S.D. Perry wrote those back in the day. And I was like, oh, what happened to Danielle? I used to run into Danielle, that's S.D. Perry, at conventions. Is that doxing? According to Nerdette, that's doxing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, she was my pal Danielle, and I hung out with her a bunch in conventions. Sweet girl, and really good writer. And so I was just looking her up, seeing what she's doing. She just did the Uncharted movie adaptation novelization. So it's a movie of a video game. It's a book of a movie of a video game, right? Adaptation. And I was looking. I didn't Google her name. I X'd her name, whatever that means. And then people were talking about it. I guess she wrote a bunch of Resident Evil novels too, and people like who are big Resident Evil fanboys or whatever, like way into her novelizations. So I guess she's done a good job on a bunch of shit. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Savage Mantis. S.D. Perry Resident Evil books were, yeah, her Deep Space Nine books were awesome too. So where did I actually start? So I decided I'm going to care about like two things. I'm going to care about New Frontier because look, it's pretty straightforward. New Frontier over here, the purple one. You just read these books. And then it goes over to crossover to here, and it goes right back. And then you just so that seems simple, right? Right, Cider? And moreover, New Frontier is all written by the same author. And so it's very consistent all the way around. And that author is also Peter David, and Peter David is fucking awesome. I mean, if you've read his Incredible Hulk or Supergirl, or you know, pretty much any of his comics, you know that or Aquaman, another great one he did, another great run. You know that he's fantastic. And so he wrote all these novels for Star Trek. Peter David also wrote a couple of episodes of Babylon 5 and novelizations of Babylon 5. So I was going to start here, and I'm already through this double time right here. So I'm about halfway through this. I also decided to start at Deep Space Nine and just read the Deep Space Nine stuff because I like Deep Space Nine. So I read all these up here through the N vector, and then I'm on this Avatar books 1 and 2 right here, right now. And I might dip into this crossover because it hits both Deep Space Nine and New Frontier, and then dip back out, and then try to stay just down the line here. But S.D. Perry's really good. And so, yeah, you know, I haven't talked to her in a lot of years. I'll email her and see if she'll come on the show. She probably won't, but sure. I'll ask. She's
back to back with Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, she's from Portland, and so you know what that means, you know. But I really like S.D. Perry. Yeah, Young Justice for Peter David was awesome too. She wrote some Aliens books too. Yeah, no, I'd love to have her on the show. She's great. Okay, let's finish the rant.
Oh, let's just screw over the fans. Fuck you, Disney. You're ruining literally everything. There are good films that exist, not Disney. First of all, Disney, put your Scarlett Johansson's tits in fucking Marvel movies right after they bought it. Oh, no more tits. Oh, it's CGI. Let's get rid of the fucking tits. Oh, let's make it more family friendly. Fuck you. Fuck you. Iron Man and the other ones that she's in. Oh, yeah, those are good because of all the jiggle tits. Now there's none of that.
And it's over.
Brilliant. It sounds like there's more of a rant though. Is that where it ended for real?
That's the preview on Twitter.
That's the
I'm sure there's a
preview
full
of the
link
rant.
video over on her
Yes.
channel. So.
Yes, Mint's video was so good. Yeah, I agree. So I watched her go from overnight, and her boyfriend have been a good friend of the channel for a while. I watched her go from like there's 2 more on your YouTube. Cool. I watched her go from like 0 to like 20K fucking followers in like 2 days. And everybody was fucking retweeting her. Everybody. I mean, the Simpcast people and somebody was like, let's get her on Friday Night Tights. Yeah, no, it was the biggest clout, like superstardom clout I've ever seen in my entire life. I understand why no one watched it, but I like the end bit. I'll have to go on the deal. So she's got mega clout, and I wish her even more clout for the future. So, her first clout, Bert. She did fight Ethan Ralph in another all-time banger for the kill stream. Who hasn't he fought at this juncture, right? Jeez. So that was I meant to show that the other day. And then, yeah. I also meant to show this. This happened.
We talked about at the conference overall. We talked about stability. We talked about making sure that the third world, the Southern Hemisphere had access to change it, had access. It wasn't confrontational at all.
What the fuck did he just say, Cider?
Because it wasn't confrontational at all. We've had chats. We talked at the conference. It wasn't confrontational at all.
Is that a green screen?
Yeah. Do those flags look fake as shit? Is that what I'm looking at?
That does not look real. That motherfucker is not real. Okay, hold on. I'll go back to the beginning here.
Because there's a side view of it. Is it just a screen? No.
Wow, no, they're real. Wow.
Why do they look
That's
like that?
weird.
Somebody whacked.
That's freaking
weird.
weird.
We talked about at the conference overall. We talked about stability. We talked about making sure that the third world, the Southern Hemisphere had access to change it, had access. It wasn't confrontational at all.
Thank you, everybody. This ends the press conference.
His butt's been wiped, is what I know. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. So he starts rambling. Thank you, everyone. The music plays. He smiles awkwardly. He tries to talk.
With every person I met with.
Every person he's met with. And then he walks off towards his handlers. What the fuck just happened? So you see that? He just awkwardly just rambles about shit that makes no sense. They seem to notice it, and then so they turn up the music. He can't talk.
Crazy with every person I met with.
He starts to fight with Corn Pop, I guess, and then walks off. Holy shit.
Oh, Alpha Eagle. It's because he wanders around. He won't stay behind the podium. He'll just walk away, and so he won't have a microphone. So they put a microphone in his hand when there isn't an ice cream there, and they tell him not to eat the black ice cream, and he's okay.
Yes. Crazy. And I guess he went further in this. He calls climate deniers. So you're a climate denier now? What an interesting word choice.
Well, we were
climate denier.
Now we're
now you're climate deniers.
I deny the temperate zone.
Yes, it doesn't exist. You can't prove to me climate exists. Thank you. A lying dog-faced pony soldiers and talks about Indians and John Wayne.
Yep. That's our president.
Do we have video of this?
Nope.
No. That'd be great. He whispered, he walked around the stage and he used the now famous phrase, lying dog-faced pony soldiers. We could make something out of that cider, can't we? I'm sure Quaff could do a drawing real quick of lying dog-faced pony soldiers, at the very least. While taking questions Sunday night in Hanoi, Vietnam, after spending 2 days in India for the G20 Leaders Summit, he had diarrhea. No. He doesn't need actual food anymore. He just gets weird IVs at this point, I'm sure.
They feed him baby food like RoboCop.
Baby food. Yeah. To upgrade the country's diplomatic ties, and it ended the day with a press conference in what was supposed to be a show of stamina. Tremendous stamina. He didn't look like he had very good stamina there in that one clip.
No, he didn't.
Biden
Looked like he was half awake even.
Yeah, he didn't. Oh shit! I hit the button. This is why I don't have a popular show, because I hit wrong buttons. I boomer things out. The 80-year-old commander-in-chief joked about not knowing if it was morning or night. Was it a joke? Was it? And ended the 25-minute event by saying, "I'm going to bed." Okay. Cool. The leader of the free world, my friends. Yes.
One does after delivering a speech about dog-faced pony soldiers and Indians.
He regaled reporters with a story he says from a John Wayne movie and features the Injuns, not the ones he just met with.
Yeah.
Who don't buy it when a Union soldier says everything will be good if they go back to the reservation. And the Indian looks at John Wayne and points to the Union soldier and says, "He's a lying dog-faced pony soldier." Well, there's a lot of lying dog-faced pony soldiers out there about global warming, but not anymore. Where'd they go?
He's a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Oh, that's
doesn't
better.
sound the same. It doesn't sound the same.
All of a sudden, they're realizing it's a problem, he said, whispering into the mic. Are we? I think it's just called summer is hot.
It's an El Nino year. This is what happens.
Yeah.
The whole world gets a case of swamp ass.
The president had been asked if he was concerned that there was no agreement on fossil fuels. He used lying dog-faced pony soldier once in a 2020 campaign event. Okay. Sunday's bizarre moment came at a press conference that started more than an hour late and kicked off by the president acknowledging that his aides told him who he would be calling on. This is how shilly they are at this point. He can't even call on who he wants to call on. Nope. They gave me 5 people here, he said, returning to his custom of calling for him. Is this it?
I am sincere about getting the relationship right. And one of the things that is going on now is China's beginning to change some of the rules of the game in terms of trade and other issues. And so one of the things we talked about, for example, is that they're now talking about making sure that no one in the Chinese government can use a Western cell phone.
Wow.
Yes.
How do people listen to this guy and take him seriously?
They think he sounds smart because he's not loud and direct.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Those kinds of things. And so really what
those
this
kinds of
was
things.
About, it was less about containing China. I don't want to contain China. I just want to make sure we have a relationship with China that is on the up and up, squared away. Everybody knows what it's all about.
Yeah, we need to contain China. What are you on, old man? What the hell are you talking about? Even if they're not doing
I just want to have a good I just want to have a good relationship with them. They're a bunch of lying commies. How could you have a good relationship with lying commies?
What's even that? They're racial supremacists. They believe that the Han Chinese are the true Ubermensch, the true supermen of the world, the true
They've stated their intention to long-term take over the world many times.
Yes.
I mean, what the fuck?
So we don't want to contain China no more.
Ridiculous.
There's Truman rolling in his grave.
But the thing is, like, this is pure appeasement, and it's not working. And China, unfortunately, is getting to the point where, I think, well, I'm dead certain the U.S. would lose a war against China, 100% at this point.
What?
100%. The U.S. would lose a war against China. with our true military. You know,
Oh,
what are we
no, you
using?
ground war. Well, yeah, but we're not going to have a ground war with them.
No, we wouldn't.
No,
But
we're not gonna have a ground war with them.
we've lost our naval supremacy against them. We had naval supremacy.
No,
And
no, no,
we squandered it.
We lost having the most ships on the sea, not naval supremacy. The Chinese sailors, they don't even shut the doors during a storm. There's a video online of two guys that are trying to wrestle a door shut on the front
Yeah,
of their
but they don't
ship.
need it because they now have missiles that can target aircraft carriers and just
Correct.
take them out.
And we have the Gerald Ford that has a full
So-
complement laser array that has its own private nuclear reactor powering it, specially designed to shoot that down. So
Okay.
we're all set. We're all set.
You think
Besides,
we're all
we have the
set?
C-RAM system.
I think you're a
Absolutely.
little more optimistic than I am, sir.
China has the 1,000,000-man army, right? Sounds really spooky and scary, right? Well, the problem is they
does.
can't afford to train them. It costs everything to clothe them, feed them, and march them around. One U.S. soldier, this was a study back in 2019. One U.S. soldier is worth 5 PLA soldiers. They don't.
You think
teach them
even
how to
now,
start
even
fire-
in
Absolutely.
Biden's America?
Absolutely, because China
Hmm.
doesn't teach their soldiers how to be independent, and the generals don't believe in field commanders. So unless that comes from Central Command, the Chinese military is completely lost. They don't know how to start a campfire. They have no survival rations. They're just handed a gun that doesn't shoot straight and sent out to die.
Yeah, China's housing market is about to crash, and when that happens, they're going to get desperate and weird. Is what's going to happen, though.
Well,
I hope our good
the
relationship
food-
stands.
The food is where.
And
the
one of the
problem
ways
is
you
now.
do that is you make sure that we are talking about the same things. And I think that one of the things we've done, I've tried to do, and I've talked with a number of Scott about this for the last, I guess, 6 months, is we have an opportunity to strengthen alliances around the world to maintain stability. That's what this trip was all about. Having India cooperate much more with the United States, be closer to the United States, Vietnam being closer with the United States. It's not about containing China. It's about having a stable base in the Indo-Pacific.
A stable base in
All
India?
the effort we've advanced
In the
from day one
Indo-Pacific.
of my administration to demonstrate to our Indo-Pacific partners and to the world, the United States is a Pacific nation, and we're not going anywhere. But we're not looking to decouple from China. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sell China material that would enhance their capacity to make more nuclear weapons, to engage in defense activities that are contrary to
A stable base with
what is
customer
viewed
support.
as most people think was a positive development in the region. And
Brilliant.
but we're not trying to hurt China. I think that Prime Minister Xi,
China.
She has some.
See, they don't want Biden doesn't want to push a button.
difficulties
Get them
there.
involved in
All
Ukraine.
countries end up with
No.
difficulties, and he has some economic difficulties working his way through. I want to see China succeed economically.
Oh, geez.
You want
Painful.
to see them succeed economically?
Yeah. I wish you'd like to see Americans succeed economically.
Yeah,
That'd be
wouldn't
nice.
that be neat? Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
killing 100,000 jobs on his first day, just a one executive order.
Jeez.
Ridiculous.
Meanwhile, in America, while Biden's doing this, we have HIV protesters. What the fuck?
Is it the
what,
80s
what year is
again?
this? I know. What?
I mean, I just wore this for fun, but the hell is this now? We're back in the 80s, folks.
7 or activists get on their knees and chant. So we're talking. This is not black AIDS then. If they're getting on their knees, this is the other kind. Because there's two kinds. There's black AIDS, and then there's the other kind of AIDS.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. A group of protesters stormed the office, and this is HIV positive. Holy shit!
Wow.
what a t-shirt.
Look at over here on the right. There's like a priest and a cowboy. Is that like Dog the Bounty
This
Hunter?
is crazy.
Has he been made into
What
a
is this?
priest? There's like a
Oh my
fat
gosh.
cowboy priest over there.
That read HIV positive, waving signs to end AIDS. Well, at least they weren't trying to give people AIDS.
Right.
I mean,
Swift Fox Marquez. Like,
yeah, that's the great question, right?
Yeah.
If they were out there, that Mr. HIV, well, don't bleed near him. I can tell you that. Jesus. It's unlikely McCarthy was in the office. Usually works out of the Capitol building.
Alpha Eagle brings up a good point. I think
He wasn't
being
even
on their
there.
knees was probably, like
Part of the
started
problem,
some
isn't
of the
it?
problem here.
Yeah. You could end AIDS pretty easily. It's called don't have homosexual sex. How about that?
When you say nigga, a lot of people are assuming. Nigga! That's got to be racist. There's no way.
See, if you
It's
throw that
very-
at the end of it, then you're cool.
One simple way to not get AIDS. It's true.
So you can say all that, and then you throw an N-word after it, and then you're cool.
It's pretty cool. Do you think he did that? Do you think this guy did that?
I think Mario
No.
Judah. Oh, that's what they're shouting right now. That's where the mouth is open. They're shouting.
Funds. So there's funds, AIDS funds. The Activists, which is a nonprofit, they want a 5-year, so they want money. Literally, this is shaking down like for money, saying we're going to harass you if we don't get money. Some conservative Republicans charge that the funds from the program's nearly $7 billion annual budget goes to abortion providers. Jesus Christ. And it probably does. It probably does. It probably does go to kill. How do we have $7 billion for this guy's fucking nonprofit organization?
Well, because in Washington, the lobbyists have the power. You and I don't. So a lobbyist comes in and lobbies real hard, and then somebody that liked what they did,
Yes,
gives them $7 billion for abortion. By the way, solve AIDS by killing the unborn. What? I don't track with that one. I don't follow the logic on that one.
Well, I mean, this is what they like to do. Look at this weirdo here. It's getting arrested. Is this one of the arrested guys too, with the weird bowler hat? He looks like he has
I don't
AIDS.
know. It looks like the reporter seems to be standing there.
Why is there a Black Lives Matter flag in front of like McCarthy's office? Is this real?
I don't know if that's McCarthy's office. But
Okay.
One of them, yes. It's in the Capitol building. Yes. There's
Storms
also the
McCarthy's
pride flag.
office. This is McCarthy's office, dude. Why? What the?
Again,
Really?
it might not be outside of his office.
Yeah.
It could be across the hall from his office.
Meanwhile, McCarthy's busy.
Yeah.
And
Doing
so
his thing.
here's our AIDS group linking arms. They look like AIDS.
At least they're not doing it in traffic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Why, Cider? Why is this happening?
Do you remember when people were afraid when like people with AIDS sneezed? They thought he could get it through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid if this guy sneezed on me.
Yeah,
I would.
you get a rainbow of problems from that.
Ugh. Terrible.
Gross.
Why is all this happening on my birthday?
Well,
And then we got this shit going on in California, Cider. This is even worse. I'm about to get like angry here. Let's listen to this shit. What do you think? What do you think this person? This is an actual they them.
it feels like it.
Affirm their children. They have since the dawn of time. Typically, it happens when their gender identity expression matches their biological gender.
Oh
But what
God.
happens is when it doesn't, that's when the affirmation starts to wane. And that's what we're dealing with here. Although it's called the TGI Bill, they're not mentioned anywhere in the law. What's mentioned in the law
Lori
is the
Wilson.
child's gender identity and expression, and the parents' affirmation of that, whatever it is, because that is our duty as parents to affirm our children.
It's our duty as parents to affirm our children. So if our kids do something fucking crazy, we're supposed to just say yes and cheer it on. This is what they want, and they're threatening to take kids away from their parents if you don't just tell them their mental illnesses are valid. This is where we're at now. This fucking creep right here wants to take children away from their parents if parents say, you know what, you're a boy because you have a penis. Knock it off. They can get their kids taken away. That's what they're trying to pass here in California.
Yeah, it worked in Canada so well.
My God.
You see, this is the state of things, not just the state of California. This is the state of things.
It is.
We're at the point now where the state is seizing power. There's no argument about it anymore. You are living in the beginning of the Red Terror. What happened when Imperial Russia was overrun by French communists. And
yes.
This is what you're looking at. You're seeing the usual characters, if you will, lining up to take their piece of the pie. And I was watching a video earlier today that explained like why communism appeals so much to Black Americans. And it's because of that victimhood status thing that they go on about. TJ talks about it, how everybody's a victim. Nobody wants to get out of their own way, and that's why
this isn't just with blacks now. I mean, it's the entire, like if you listen to kids, they all try to out victim each other. I'm autistic.
Oh yeah, white kids love it because to
non-binary and
well, white kids love it because to them it's their utopia idea. Oh, this is how Star Trek existed. Everybody just joins hands and sings "Kumbaya" together. No bad ever happens at all. Once we
I'm
have
ADD.
the need to work erased.
And I need Ritalin.
For free.
Or else I'm oppressed.
Right. And then you get all these people who are now not restricted by the government, right? So you have all of these Chad things, these attempts to build a communist government within the U.S. as a rogue, breakaway state. So
yes.
It's everything in the Communist Manifesto of what Marx told them to do.
Crazy. In better news, I have my Flying Sparks Companion volume still on Fund My Comic, guys. So right now we hit 3,500 over the weekend. Thank you so much. Very profitable book now. And I really appreciate you guys making everything we do profitable. Everything's just been a pure win over the last several years. And I'm very happy. So these were all single issues that I had out before that we compiled into a volume just now. And the compilation now paid for everything. Even if I hadn't put out the single issues and sold 300 copies of each of those, we're now pushing like 400 copies of some of these issues here, which is great. Absolutely great stuff for Flying Sparks. Continues to be a huge success, and it's available for 22 more hours. I am closing things off, guys. This is a 14-day campaign. It's a boom, 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 quick and print because that's what we do around here. If you guys are not familiar with our work, I've got, this is my 11th full graphic novel. I've produced 44 issues of comics out so far over the last few years. So just been cranking out content. And the reason I do this so much and why we have so many books out here, and I know it gets confusing and, a lot of other channels are out there and they're promoting the same book for like a year or 2 years or whatever. We don't do that here. I just move on to the next one every couple months, sometimes more than once a month, because if you really want to build something that's going to be competing with Marvel, DC, Image, IDW, and all that, we have to put out content on at least a monthly basis. And I'm one of the few people who's actually doing that, actual comics. And we made a joke about it because Heather Ant.
And John's gone. It looks like the California internet came and got him and just abducted him away. Hopefully he's back now. Oh, there he is.
That was fucking dumb of me. And all my shilling campaign. I was about to go off on Heather Antos and rant about her. Gosh.
California.
Anyway, Heather Antos, of course, made a passive-aggressive dig saying, I'm over here making actual comics on Twitter to try to get at me. But I have made great comics that are very successful, and I am making actual comics. I decided to make this my brand, my team. my brand. And so this is going to be the first book that's out there with the actual comics logo. So you should get in on this. It's going to be a #1 collector's item, even more of a collector's item than. Where's my ultra collector's item? Oh, here it is. This is going to be an even more of a collector's item than this, the Top G. So make sure to grab this today, guys, because literally this is the only time you can grab it. It's going to be gone after this. So get in on this. Let's get us to 4K before this thing closes. It'd be great to get 100 backers on here. 75 backers. This is exactly what Blunder Island sold, incidentally. Exact. So if we get one more backer, we also beat the quaff, which is important to beat the quaff every single time. So thank you guys for supporting. Flying Sparks these are standalone stories. And so there's 80 pages of content on here. You don't have to read anything else to understand what's going on here. It is a good spot to start, but I have other ways to start too. So if I've got volume 1 for sale on here, some people bought into that too. I have the complete Flying Sparks if you want to go all in on the series, which is fantastic. It's a beautiful read all the way through. And then I've got all of my comics, all 11 graphic novels if you want to catch up and get in on our full universe here. We've got fantasy, science fiction, all of the above. We're doing this. How do I get my comic published by Actual Comics? You publish it yourself. And then you can ask me for my logo. I'm just, if you're an artist and you want me to write stuff for you, is the other way. So on the Top G. So this is Andrew Tate's comic, as you might recall, $100. And I got another email from them this morning, Cider.
Oh,
I got another email from them this morning. I keep getting these emails from. So I got. I'll go back to. Let's see. I got one. I'll go back to. They send 2 to 3 emails a week. Maybe I should be better at using my mailing list. And should I just copy them on my mailing list and do this? This email is called Counterattack.
Yeah,
a huge pushback against the Matrix is coming. Should I just copy this email and then on September 13th, Top G #1, the mass edition launches to the world. So already I've got this shit the book. They're gonna launch this shit the book again, but cheaper. So they're just telling me I just got fucked.
Yep.
This you may already know, but whilst the Matrix focuses on our launch, much has been happening behind the scenes. Confidential meetings with some of the greatest creative minds and talents in the comic world. The who's who. I'm guessing they're talking Ethan Van Sciver.
Maybe Chuck Dixon.
Top G #1 is laying the foundation for what's primed to be the greatest comic book series and brand ever created. This will become clear in good time. It didn't become clear with this. I could tell you that.
Nothing was clear with that at all. It invited more questions, in fact, like the pool party.
Yeah. For now, September 13. Top G #1, Breaking Illusion's second print edition for the masses launches. The mainstream counterattack.
At least he didn't launch it on 9/11. I'm surprised.
That would have been very funny. The Muslim
Somebody
guy
probably
launching it.
talked him
Yeah,
out of it.
I would have laughed.
Somebody probably talked him out of it. But
So today I get the email this morning.
Oh boy.
The mass edition is imminent. Top G #1, Breaking Illusions. For the many who missed out on the first edition, now is your chance to own the first Top G story. Are you excited, Cider?
No.
To own the Top G story?
Not even a little.
Okay. In the first print, collectors were able to get their hands on an extremely limited keepsake. The first part of our history, a larger book, a ticket to the first edition club, a prize to store safely for the years to come. My God. Hi, Mike.
Somebody.
I didn't play the thing. Should I play the thing?
We have buttons for a reason. And he shuts his cam off. You see what you do? You see what you do, John? Gee, it's your birthday. God.
Yes.
Maybe you went to get your present.
Maybe. The second print is specifically designed for the masses. The same great art and story. Packaged into a standard size comic book. made accessible for all.
For all.
But that don't mean all will make it. We have 5,000 books ready to be shipped globally. The future question will be, do you own a Top G #1? What will your answer be? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still shit the book, no matter how well they write this. But I got a package.
You think
here.
he has Chat GPT write that for him?
I don't know. That's a great question. This comes from Tate Cobra Comics right here, from the United Kingdom.
Very high tea.
To Mr. John Delarose. Let's see. This is my unboxing.
Open another guy's mail like that. Whatever.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wow!
Oh no!
Oh,
no! I have
boy.
2 Andrew Tate comic books.
Oh,
no! We have competing Andrew Tate comic book. Oh
what
no!
the hell has happened?
Oh god! This might even be gayer. Holy shit!
What has happened? The most Googled woman
against
Shaitan Burt Khalifa.
At Burt Khalifa.
Burge. Sorry.
Oh no. So allegedly, this comic was made last year. And this is a Tate fan who made the I get a little Tate sticker. There's a Tate sticker. Look.
Don't say that too fast. It sounds like a taint sticker.
And apparently he made this last year, Andrew Tate, the superhero versus the Matrix. And Andrew Tate liked it, and then he signed a deal with these guys. So this guy's, I think he's a little beefed at this guy who just did this and then did not charge $100 a book based on his deal. So they're both, what's interesting is they're both magazine size too. They're not like standard comic size. I don't know how they both were exactly the same. But this guy,
Andrew copied off of that guy.
This is what happened. The guy messaged me and he's like, they made their new book. I can't even fucking open this. It's got the Tate. I'm gonna have to break the Tate sticker.
Of course.
Jesus, this is painfully difficult to open. But he said that like, I can't get it open. Holy shit! It's like sealed.
Lidl says happy birthday.
Oh hey Lidl, thank you. All right, I had to break the Tate sticker. Sorry. Tate. And it even has an advertisement for Tate on the back. This is wow, there's a thingy in here. Like for his war room thing, which is like an Uber grift too. We can show you the war room grift. And this fell out of it, which is like what is this? It's another sticker with like a Deadpool-y type of thing. And then it's got
Mike's dead.
It's got this.
Oh wow, that is not.
Yeah.
That's a very not good place to put an ab crease.
No,
wow,
no, definitely not.
Is that a bad place to put that ab crease? I don't think we can show that, John.
Yeah.
That's a bit
too... I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's
that
a
looks
bit
like
too. He looks like he's just
cock.
holding his dick.
He does, yeah.
He's just sitting there meditating, holding his dick.
So John Deller. So you even put my name on here, which scares me. But
I know your name, John.
I don't know. This is
I know your name.
Top G merch available now at the Top G shop. Is this actually Tate's shit he's shilling? Is the Top G shop like actually, or is this guy making money off of Tate? What is the real world? The realworld.ai? This scares me. Should I Google this stuff? Oh no. This guy said his book's way better than the other Tate book. But it's got a lot of dialogue. I mean, a lot of dialogue, Cider.
Whoa, that is some.
Should I read some of this?
Did George R.R. Martin write that?
Okay, I'm going to read some of this. Oi, geek. Oi, it sounds like Liam. How about I refresh you on essential physics? I don't know why he has the Liam accent. I just because it said oi.
Could be British.
Quiet your tone, dethroned by stone. Incoming. And then he beats up the Deadpool person. Efficiency always wins. The immovable object requires less energy. Thus, the immovable object beats the unstoppable force, especially when the immovable object is moved with raw intent. And the force only imagines himself unstoppable. Repent, heretic. You've been breeding enough discontent to advance to the next level. Bleeding. Arrogance only breeds complacency. So he's ranting like Atlas Shrugged in a fucking comic book.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Full line rant.
This is like these are just Tate-isms like compiled together.
Could be AI.
And complacency breeds failure. You are exactly where you deserve to be. Change who you are and change how you live. Your mind must be stronger than your feelings. Focus on the good within. Imagine yourself destroying goals with ease. Humble yourself. Oh, geez. I don't understand. Wow. It's a lot of, I don't know. I'll read it later and review it, I guess. It, I mean, at least the art's a little better than the other one, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, actually significantly better than the other one. Those are pretty well drawn cars and stuff. A lot of talking head pages though. You don't do that. That's a amateur comic 101, but
Got him.
gosh, you got me even. I thought my stream went down. What happened?
You showed the page. Tate's not going to let you do that, you know.
That's true.
Showing his stuff.
So I guess there's dueling Andrew Tate comics and gosh. Now the guy said he didn't want me to say that that Tate stole his comic, but it's pretty clear that the other guy like kind of stole the idea and did this. But this guy's got Tate advertisements too on the back of this shit. The War Room. Let me see if I can Google the War Room.
Yeah,
Andrew
I don't think
Tate.
people appreciate the majesty of the War Room yet.
Let's look into this grift. I was invited to this back when it was like it's a pyramid scheme, just so you know.
Of course.
Look at the cost. Oh, it didn't used to cost this. Holy shit!
Dang.
By the way, it used to cost like $1,000, and I was laughing at it then. But here it is, $7,979 in order to how to be a man or whatever.
You can import a Japanese K-van with 10,000 miles on it from 1996 for $6,500 delivered to your door from the port.
Oh, this is wild. You can't just, it doesn't just, so I clicked on it. You don't even just have like your own like checkout cart. So this is how much of a scam this is. You have to go to a live chat box and talk to a live chat in order to buy this, which means they really steal your credit card information and all this. Wow.
Live chat.
That's crazy.
Totally live.
A global network which exemplars of individualism work for free modern man from socially induced incarceration. Okay, what is it? What do you get for $8,000? What could I do with $8,000? Oh my god, I could make one graphic
novel. Buy a car from Japan.
I could make one graphic novel. Costs about that for art. Wow. I lost the window. Okay, so the War Room. Let's click here. Okay, no great man in history became exceptional alone. Except for this guy. This guy's always been exceptional and alone.
Look at that.
What's
hey, Dark Gift. Are you going to join the War Room?
Sure. What's the War Room?
Cool. It's Andrew Tate's something. Join the War Room. 99% of modern day men will never experience the power of brotherhood and community. It's Roro Plus. It's called. It's.
Is this Roro Plus? Is that what this is?
Yes, but times 1,000. Okay.
I just wanna.
It's Roro
Yes,
plus
brother.
plus.
Right.
I'm gonna show you this. Okay. So for the equivalent money, you can
Okay.
have Suzuki Jimny
Oh,
from
wow.
1997. Well, that's kilometers on that. So you just cut that number in half for miles. So
Okay.
right there, you got an
50K
under
miles.
100,000
Not bad.
mile 4-wheel drive 4-cylinder off-road buggy that'll take you anywhere you need to go except up Andrew Tate's ass.
That costs an extra
99.9% will never. Are you feeling like you're missing out on brotherhood and community right now, Dark Gift?
No, I have that with you guys right here.
I should be making you pay for that, obviously. Like,
well, then I just.
Why am I not grifting better, Cider?
Well, he's the one that's the dark grift, right?
He is the dark grift. It's true.
So you have to be the light.
They will never experience what it's like to have another ambitious, hardworking, diligent, and dutiful men at their side. To experience being surrounded by success stories. To be among the most energetic and lucky men in the world. Inside the war room, you will have knowledge that will spark your genius and compel you to work your hardest to keep up. There is no other place on Earth with men of this caliber. Where is the war room? Everywhere. The globalization of the world has made it critical to be part of the world-spanning network.
Well, that's how you know it's a grift if it's everywhere.
Disinformation is rampant, Dark Grift, and that's your disinformation. The post-truth era requires trusted eyes on the ground and accurately assess crises and opportunities. In an online, he has not said a single thing about what you actually get so far out of this.
That's the point.
Oh, okay. Access to thousands of well-trained eyes looking out for your interests. Access to thousands of well-trained. I have a chat for that. My chat looks out for my interests, and then they go into other people's. I have it reliably sourced because Nerdette streamed about me again yesterday. She said that like I sicked my chat on Robert Willing to have everybody go in there and type the N-word at him. Could you imagine such an access to hundreds of people who will just go and type the N-word anywhere for me, Cider? How beautiful is that?
Is that the?
I don't even have to pay for it.
You actually got accused of that?
Yeah, I might have done it. I don't know.
He smokes weed sometimes, and it's like he blacks out.
I'm not going to deny that.
Moves into his head when he smokes.
We definitely EFAP'd him. Did I direct them to type the N-word? I don't remember that, but I might have. I don't know. It sounds like a reasonable accusation.
If you passingly made a comment that could have been like a joke, and like some people were like, "Fuck it, let's do it," that means you were a general in arms.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I was just EFAPing him and laughing at him because he sounds like an idiot on this stream.
John, how did you tell them to spell it? Was it like this?
When you say nigga, a lot of people are nigga.
Was it like that?
That's got to be racist. There's no way.
Yes, it was like that. That's how we all should say it with glee.
From the deepest
part. Yeah,
they pay for us.
Right.
Shut.
So, by the way, you can pay for access to thousands of well-trained eyes who will type the N-word in chats as your personal army by subscribing to the channel here. By the way, so if you just click that little subscribe button, then become a channel member. You get access to all that shit too, whatever that means. Yeah, see, access to means he doesn't actually have to provide anything. It just it exists.
Yeah,
and you can become a channel member and then support the channel. And we really, really graciously appreciate all of our channel members out there, like Matt from the past, who has access to this, and Geek Avenger, of course, great people, incredible people. Believe me, really does that.
When they say access to it just means like in case we ever do this thing that we probably won't do. But if we,
it means you've got it means like it's a web forum or some shit.
Yeah,
he's got a
have
forum.
access to it. Yeah,
he's got a web forum. Like if somebody checks it, landed in Singapore and wanted to know what to look out for when investing in real estate. Landed in Singapore and want to know what to look out for when investing in real estate. Speak to a man who's been to Singapore real estate for 20 years. Want to know how many members of your business industry have founded applications for AI? Speak to an industry insider who knows the founder. Join the war room. Who are our members? They were looking just like you for something more. But wait, it doesn't actually give you any names. They could be anybody. It's just
They're
a
all
bunch
blacked out.
Dude. Yeah.
But
That doesn't help.
Yeah. This is such a grift.
We hold that all men should be strong, positive, law-abiding citizens. Okay. I don't think I'm ready for the war room. I want you to understand something. None of you reading this are ready for the war room. None of you reading this will truly revolutionize what we have inside. If you had that capability, we'd already know who you are. You make $20K a month and have a business you are scaling. You make $2K a month and are working a job. Those two levels of money are so similar, so close to each other that it's trivial to say there's any difference. I love this. This is rich flex right here, right? You think 1 million is impressive? None of you are worthy of the war room. None of you are ready. Over the last 4 years, we have acquired connections for any capability all over the world. We have 2,500 members. Holy shit, how much money did he make off this grant? Let me do the math.
How much is it?
You haven't seen that. $7,997 start gift.
$8,000?
Yes!
And he's got 2,500 members. That's $190,000.
You would think, but the problem with what you're thinking is that when I looked at this 2-3 years ago, it was under 1,000. It was like $1,000. So he's scaled up the dollar amount now.
So it's a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. Yes.
First level, second level.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The elevated. It's Row Plus. I told you.
Yeah. The guys who paid 1,000. Yeah. Okay.
And I laughed at it when somebody tried to get me to join at 1,000 back in the day. So after learning all this, you now have two possible versions of yourself. Here's the blue pill, red pill. See, one who understands that no great man ever succeeds without a tribe. So you have to buy your way into a tribe for 8,000 of 2,000 people. I've got 122 people here for free.
It's a lot easier to join a street gang. You just got to get jumped in.
Right? I know. What our members have achieved. I've been working with for the last few months. Okay. Look at this. These Chads have achieved shit. Sort of. You got to watch. One guy got to watch. Another guy got to watch. What's with the watches? I don't like watches. Oh, look at this. Is really gay. Two dudes with watches.
Yeah, they're probably knockoffs.
Watches.
You know what we need to do? We need to make this a PDF form, and put it in like a Dropbox. And every time someone says, "Oh, you're grifting," or "Rip is grifting," just drop them the link to this.
Just drop them a link to this. This is an actual grift.
Yeah.
Thanks to the war room, after a car crash 3 weeks ago, I managed to find a way back home in the rainy night in a rural area. Thanks to IM. What's IM? I had to get a new car and did it the smart way with my accountant and my company in order to lower my income taxes. So wait a minute. So he paid his $8,000. I guess somebody picked him up and took him home. He got a ride. So he could have just called Uber for like $20. Not a biggie, right? If he's spending $8,000, I mean, $20 for an Uber totally would have been doable, right? He got a car. He still had to buy a new car. Somebody didn't give him a new car or anything. He still had to buy a new car. And then he got some advice from somebody on the forum saying, "Hey, why don't you write that off as a business expense?" And that's what that was worth $8,000, I guess.
I think I left off at zero. I think Delmar's correcting me. I think it was 19 million.
It was 19 million. Yeah, you did leave off a zero.
So I did the math real quick in my head. Sorry.
Holy shit. Selling a course, one-on-one coaching for coach. So somebody became a screenwriter life coach. I've been running this business since 2019. That's not that much money. If he's been running that 19, 20, 21, 22, just call it 4 years. 4 years. 3 years to sell 250K. So that's you can't live off that in California.
3 years, 250K. That's
divided by 3.
80 grand.
That's
a little
80,
more
80
than
grand a year. I mean, that's a job.
Yeah.
But
and I guess during 2020, there really wasn't much work for.
yeah, maybe not. Made 16K in 24 hours. Hit a lick on an NFT flip. So they ran an NFT scheme, pump and dump. Oh my god. Yeah, should I make my own war room?
You have a Discord.
I know, but should I make people pay to join my Discord instead? I mean, that's clearly where I'm fucking up my grift here, right?
Yeah, well, just put a room in your server called the War Room, and
the War Room. Make people pay to get into it.
Everybody give me $2.
It's a community of brothers. Yes, brother.
Call it the tribunal.
Oh god. Oh god. The tribunal room. Should I do it? Cider's like, fuck, I don't want to do that again.
Vietnam
oh my
flashbacks.
god. Terrible. What I'm trying to do instead of this, guys, is I'm trying to sell comic books because I like to write comics, and I hope you like to read comics. And if you like to read comics, right here, we did get a new backer. Thank you very much. Our 77th backer on the campaign right now. We are now officially beating the quaff with our Blunder Island campaign. We have sold more of my Flying Sparks book here than this Blunder Island campaign. Thank you, guys.
So explain what.
But I give you an 80-page book. Sure. There's 3 different issues right here of just single issue one-off stories featuring our Flying Sparks characters. So while Flying Sparks, like the volumes, like the numbered volumes, have like a continuing storyline, these are just different stories with the characters. And so I have a Metaman story, which takes place in the 1960s, and it actually explains his relationship to Metagirl. I've got Metagirl's origin and a couple like shorts that are in the issue 0. And then it'll team up with Dynamite Thor because I did a Dynamite Thor series also. And then I have a one-off issue where she fights against a tentacle monster because I wanted to just do that. So
is this
these are just single
book
stories with 3 stories in it. Yes.
Okay.
So it's 80 pages, 3 stories. Actually, well, the short volume has like 3 different stories. So it's really 5 stories, but it's got 3 full issues. And it's just goes deeper into like Metagirl, and that came out wrong. I didn't mean it.
Tentacle monster?
2 more quick questions.
Tentacle monster.
Were these previously printed as floppies that you put together?
They were. Yeah. So I did these as floppies, and what I was trying to do back in the day was just do floppies for a bit, monthly, of course.
Yeah.
I found that like it cost way more to print the floppies and sell them than it made sense to do. For a lot of things, these did pretty well though. But the other stuff like the Cosmic Warrior did pretty well too, actually. The second and third issues dropped off significantly for floppies, right? Is where it came down to of all those. And I found it just cost too much to print them. So I stopped doing floppies completely, and I just compiled these, and these kind of complete the Flying Spark story really, because you need this to have everything. But on the other front, this is these are also standalone stories, so it's like you can just start reading here if you want to. Also,
that was gonna be my second question.
It's another nice jumping on point. So yeah, and it's working pretty well. So very happy to support Fund My Comic on this too. Of course, Fund My Comic is Luke Stone's website, and we want to support our friend making his alternative here too. And we got 22 hours left on this. I'm running a 14-day campaign. I'm printing. I already have the proof copy on its way to me. It was already printed and is moving. And so this will be coming out. I'm going to hit as soon as the proof copy gets here, and I make sure that there's no pages out of order or anything like bad, like Xenotype. Then I'll just hit print and go, and probably have these shipped out in about 2-3 weeks. So very fast turnaround. Yes.
Yeah, hopefully at the end of this week, we'll be ordering the proof copy for Pariah Blood and Mud.
Yay. That's exciting.
It's done. We're just in the editing stage right now. Yeah.
All right.
Me
Congrats,
and
Doc.
yeah, we did a run through just before the weekend. Before I worked the weekend, so just before the weekend we did a run through, made some edits, and now we passed it off to 2 other editors, and we're gonna get their notes. Once we get their notes and make those changes, if any, we'll give it back to them, and
Awesome.
if we get the thumbs up, we'll put the order in for the proof, and then go from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
Cool.
and Hunting Alice is 75% done.
I was gonna ask that, you late book scripter. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hunting Alice is still only 75% done from the last update, which was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said we were. I got like maybe 2 more pages done, but not enough to significantly, because we got to the end of Pariah, so we've just been focusing on that. So yeah, that's 75% done, and Lightbringer 2 is still at about 50, a little over 50% done.
Yeah.
Once we get Pariah to the printer, then I can jump back on those 2 books and
get everything going.
Yeah.
Rockin' Dark Gift.
Yeah.
So this is the end of Flying Sparks. Right now it is. Am I going to return to these characters at some point? I might. I mean, what I'm really trying to do is I've mentioned my like grand vision with Subscribestar in order to come out with like monthly books again. And I don't want to do monthly floppies that are printed, but I will do it digitally because that way I can just write. And so my thought on Subscribestar right here is once we get to about 300 people, I can pay for an entire issue of comics monthly. And I've got a few artists who are like, they're not going to be able to turn around a book monthly. So what I'll have to do is rotate books. And I'm going to have a few concepts, which I like, I'll leave it up to the subscribers for the most part. Like I'll introduce like 4 or 5 of them and be like, which one do you want to continue? And have it go like that. But I have a Metaman graphic novel, which I wanted to do called Metaman Crushes the Commies, where it's Metaman fighting against commies, of course. And I definitely want to do that. I have a story idea for the hooded rogue character who shows up in issue 4 of Flying Sparks that I want to dovetail out of this also. And my team book Strike Force Ultima is set in the same universe too, which is going to be I'm working on for next year. And basically the technology that creates the superheroes, which I guess I'll spoil that for a little bit, that come from Flying Sparks, ends up being acquired by an Elon Musk type, and that's what develops the superhero team. So it is kind of tied in on that level too. As far as like Metagirl and Johnny directly as stories, I can do more of those too. Again, it just comes down to getting people on this so that we can like have these monthly books going. Right now, the artist who is on the end of Flying Sparks right now, Elias Martin, is working on a Steam Night project for me, which ties into my Von Monocle series. And I just got that finished. Cider, you saw that. His art on the steampunk shit, like, wow, it looks so good.
That what you showed me, like I told
Yeah.
you, justified an entire series, man. That's
Yeah.
that. And in black and white, that speaks like the old school manga. Like
It
the way
does.
so it just feels like it's one of those early Shonen Jump previews things. Like vote if you like
Yeah.
this kind of thing.
And I want to do more of that also. So right now he's working on that. I can have him jump back and forth, but I did drop that 8-page story into Subscribestar, and that's the only spot to get that right now too. So if you do want, I think you're already on there. So just go click on that and make sure you read that story because it was awesome. And Strike Force Ultima's test short story is also on there. That was a short comic. I need to take a little break real quick. You guys can have the show first.
He literally
just gone.
Yep.
I was
Took
going to
off
ask him if his plan was to take those digital monthlies and after like 5 or 6 compile them and like maybe crowdfund like a trade, like a physical.
I believe his plan is to gauge interest in him and then like expand Dong, So
Right.
To see what happens.
Yeah, because I'm a physical guy, so like if he was doing the digital, right, and then he compiled them into like one physical, like every 6 issues or something, I would jump on those. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like Shonen Jump was around for like a very long time. There's no reason why you can't do a quarterly version of that or even a bi-yearly version of it where you compile those into like an anthology that's not connected. I don't know what you call that. sample platter book. I'm not sure what you call Shonen Jump for America.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Either way,
Stop pretending. No, I'm not pretending. Question comics. I was actually interested. That was going to be my next question.
Either way, if you guys want to know more about the Steam Night, get up on that subscribe star. The link's down in the description below here, and get in there and join up with that. That way you can find out and vote on these ones if you want to see stories like that or other ones that JDA is posting. I believe he's working on a Zorro book right now. He's just going through the legality of it before he starts posting anything on the subscribe star more than the pros that he showed off earlier. So
No, I'll be honest. The reason why I am like honestly interested is because I never bought Flying Sparks, right? I never got into it. And then by the time me and John became friends, he was already on like volume 4 or 5. And then I won when he was doing the giveaway. I got Flying Sparks 1. So now I'm interested in trying to follow up and get the other ones. And like I said, I'd be interested in keeping it going. So.
Good questions. Hi Vito, by the way, in the chat. How you doing, Bar? Yes. So I talked about this, and I like the idea of doing a like semi-annual book or quarterly book that like compiles them or whatever. Or maybe like if once a like, and maybe just doing it for members again, like I got to get enough people on there to make it work.
Right.
Otherwise, it like, it's a cart and horse thing, and it sucks because it's like I got to produce the content to get people on there. But right now, what I'm doing is kind of some shorts to show people, and then because the comic art costs way more than I'm getting just from subscribers right now, even the shorts. But I've got a book that I'm gonna release it like right now 3 pages a month, which is like sort of telepaths working for the government kind of deal. And I like that idea of like once it gets to 3 issues or 4 issues or whatever of a story, maybe have an option to like, hey, we can sell this kind of at a discount as the printed version now, right? I don't know, like that, for subscribers before it goes to crowdfunding. I don't know. I don't know how to do it exactly yet.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. Yeah.
John.
And as far as Flying Sparks, what was the other question you had on there?
We were just kind of theorizing what you might do, like based on what you had already said, and then Shonen Jump came up, and then Vito.
Okay, whoa! You're gonna get him ADDing, John. He asked if you were gonna put it all together into a Shonen Jump, or if it was going to be in separate little books individually. That maybe
I'd probably just for my own like I'd probably like if I was doing a Metaman book and like it was say I had a Metaman book, then extra sensory, then some sci-fi book, like and then a 4th book coming out every month. Like 1 month was this, 1 month was this, 1 month was this. I'd probably wait till there are 3 issues of the same content to put out rather than put all of them in one book as a single issue of each. Because I think just like my OCD would be really annoyed if I just had to like get it like that. They do that with the X-Men books now. They have versions of they have trade paperbacks they put out, which is just all the X-Men books for the month. But they're all different storylines, so it's like you just have to keep buying that book just like you buy single issues. But I guess you get all of it that way. But I'd rather just have a book of like 3 issues of the Metaman story or something like that. Once that's kind of at a stopping point for an arc, right?
Yeah, that would annoy the shit out of me. I would rather do it like when you had 3 issues or 4 issues of the same title. Yeah.
What about Anthony's 1-pager ideas? Message me because I don't remember what you said about that, but I want your art for sure. I like your art a lot. I did have one thing. So we're at 2 p.m. I do have to go in about 20 minutes today, guys. So make sure to get on Subscribestar and get Flying Sparks in the meantime. Flying Sparks is only at 21 hours left, and Subscribestar will keep going. And again, like any ideas that sound good, just like what you want in order to make this work. I'm interested. Like, what would get you on board with this? And if it is like print editions later or trading cards or whatever it is, I'm happy to accommodate. Just let me know.
Do you have separate tiers for Subscribestar?
Yeah. So right now, I've got it set up right now where I've got like my $1 just like, hey, thanks for the support, because like that, it's a buck.
Right.
And then I technically give short stories at $3. I do the full length comic books at $5, and then I do my novels when they come out at $7. But I don't write novels fast enough to like, they're not coming out every month like right now. So what I'll end up doing probably is same. I'll do the short comics at $3, and then the $5 you'll get that and like whatever installments of like the larger comics come out. And then $7, maybe I'll serialize the novels on there so that there's content coming out more frequently. Like so you get a chapter every couple weeks or something like that as it gets done.
Oh yeah,
like that would make
the
more sense.
Like how
Yeah.
Stephen King did the Green Mile. He
Yeah.
broke it up into 6 series, like novellas.
Right.
Yeah.
So I might do it that way, just so I can keep the content flowing more regularly, I guess. So
Nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The one pagers work pretty well. When I was first,
Yeah, I put up a 1-page strip for with the Quaff the other day, but the Quaff, he's so lazy. He never gave me a second one. And I was supposed to come out with these weekly. That lazy piece of shit, the Quaff, just fucks up everything, guys.
Well,
ugh, terrible.
Freezing or what? Anyway,
John, you're getting gray in the beard.
I really am.
So-
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, though. Instead of a strip, these are 1-page little stories, right? Excuse the lettering. This is what I did, but this is what I'm talking about. This is like 5 to 6 panels that tell a condensed 1-page story. It's not meant to go into big details. It's meant to give like an emotional punch, and then you're done. It just backs off from the like rising up.
Vito, who's actually very good at grifting, says the fans want more access to you, like exclusive hangouts or streams or whatever. That's not a bad
War
idea.
room, John, like a
war room.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. I could probably run something like that in the Discord, So I don't know.
But yeah, I recommend these because like
tell me how to grift better, Vito, so I can get more people subscribed to this shit. Because
yeah, but they have to join the
whatever it
subscribe
is, I'd
star
be
to
happy.
get into that
Yeah.
War Room Discord. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Mike.
It works. Wait,
It
does mic
works.
work?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're employed, aren't you?
My computer blew up in the middle of drawn and quartered last week. Literally, like, I was like, "What's that smell?" And then I heard, and then everything was gone.
Oh
So we
shit.
just got it fixed last night, but I was like, I couldn't get the sound to work. I just got it. Nah, never mind. How you doing? Andrew Tate's
great.
grifter.
Yes.
Anyone who works with him, you're grifting with the devil. So
I'd grift. If Andrew Tate wanted me to write this beautiful book, I'd totally do it for money.
Did you see these?
You have a second book?
Yeah, this just came in the mail, Dark. If you missed this part of the stream,
Yeah,
so this is the first Andrew Tate book, and this guy did this without like getting like the official Andrew Tate on board. So he really didn't even make money out. He's like a Reddit Janny. He did it for free, and
Andrew Tate stole his idea because he's a
and
grifter.
Andrew Tate then took the idea and then was like, "Here's the $100 for a book," and then this guy got jack shit for it. So now he's like, this guy's also like, "Don't talk about that on stream. I didn't say he stole my idea or whatever." I'm like, "No, but I'm reading between the lines here."
Yeah.
So I don't want to start drama with them. I like that, and I'm like, I don't really care because I think it's funny.
He's a simp.
So,
Wait, so he just sent you a copy?
That's
He offered to send me one too, and I'm like,
Oh, I'll review it. I think it's funny. It's I don't know if you saw, Mike, but it's quite.
I noticed that it's like the same format as the one Andrew Tate did. He didn't do a traditional.
It's almost
comic book.
exactly the same.
He
Yeah.
copied.
Isn't
the
that
other
interesting?
dude.
It's exactly
He, like,
the same on every
legit-
level. Yeah, it's really
Like,
unbelievable.
This is great. Here, nephew. Could you do something
he
exactly
put
like
a
this? And
sticker
I'll
on here.
sell it for $100 each.
It says 12, and I don't know what that is. That how many copies he sold of this, or
Yeah,
this
it's
is
issue
copy number
12.
12?
Yeah, it's number 12 because he signed your name on it, John Delarose.
Oh, on the other thing. Oh, on this thing. Oh, John Delarose 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's only sold
okay,
12
cool.
copies.
11 because I didn't buy it. Yeah, but
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah.
I feel so bad for that dude.
Yeah, I feel bad for that guy too. I wonder. I still don't know.
Tatenomics.
I still don't know how many copies that the other one sold. I've been trying to figure that out. We have Micah Curtis live, just like playing anime on his show. This seems like copyrighted material.
He's talking about it.
Their wounds happen from the inside out. And unless these people are having firecracker sandwiches slathered in Tabasco, there's no reason that this should be happening.
Joy.
In our
I don't want to listen to Micah Curtis's thoughts on anything. Okay. Wow.
At least he's
that's wild.
speaking
At
instead
least
of
he's doing
pausing for
something.
20 seconds at a time.
That's true. You got something visually interesting to look at comparatively. So it's a Liam ripoff stream. Or am I a Liam ripoff stream? Is that
no?
Liam likes to go talk about his animes and animus and all that.
Well, there you go, John. That's what you can talk about in the war room.
Hi, the war room. That's right. I could. Yes. How is that even legal? He's just talking about stuff, so it's transformative because he's explaining things.
And he's clearly edited this footage together. He's added memes into it and things like that. So this is not a direct scene for scene.
Right.
So
before I go, because I guess there's some Stephen Walton fun content that's happened, and that's what Dark Gift is here for. Yeah.
Oh no.
So do you guys remember Stephen Walton? It's been a while. Like, does the chat remember him? Well, it's okay. We got a button.
Do you remember when I brought you here? This place is sacred to me. This is where I healed after you cheated and lied and used me as an ATM and destroyed me. You came here to create a bad place for me, to destroy this sacred place.
Oh, yes. We had Joe Biden walking around as our opener. That's our opening act here at the Dankstream. The closing act is some guy you really don't know who he is and don't care about. But he's got a threat from a liar, I guess.
A threat from a liar
Yes.
is as effective as a fart in a hurricane. A threat from a
And that's the video. Oh, God.
wise advice from Florida man, surviving all
Thanks.
those hurricanes by not farting into them.
That's painful. So for those guys who don't know, this guy, his videos are all about this lady, Ashley Lynn, who's in our chat periodically here. She was here earlier. And he makes videos about her every single day and has for 4 years. And that's what he does. And he calls her a narcopath, which is a narcissist and a psychopath or something. And so pretty fun stuff. But
Anthony,
Ashley
you're gonna
Lynn,
have to change your look because honestly,
you do. Oh, this is a 40-minute video. We're not going to be able to do this today.
First.
No, I'm just about to tell you, John. We don't have time.
Geez. We don't have time for this.
We ain't got time for that.
42 minutes, DFAP. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow, chat. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. So tomorrow for our closeout stream for Flying Sparks, we are going to go over this. Apparently there's voicemails and everything, and we're going to see Ashley Lynn's first response to Stephen Walton's endless videos about her. We can listen to another Stephen Walton video to give you some flavor.
I think I'm probably going to be busy tomorrow, John. Sorry.
Oh, geez.
You'll be here. You know you will.
You'll be here. You'll be here.
You'll all be
It's a creepy
let's
look,
see.
Cider.
I know. I practiced.
Those who go through this life destroying and consuming other lives will eventually manifest their own annihilation. Let them. Those who go through this life
he's going real short now. Like he's doing like 10-second videos, like which is like truisms now. Interesting. Interesting. You got to get even you can't even do a minute now. Oh, he's at 5,000 subs now. Holy shit.
I guarantee
That's
it's
some
the
shorts.
Yeah.
Short.
Yeah.
He's a positivity speaker. Do you know how much unpositivity is in the world?
He's a satanic positivity speaker.
Yes.
Positive. He hasn't told them to burn down churches yet. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, he's helping a little.
And speaking of my look, Mark Anthony stole my look again for the second time. Mark Anthony stole my look. Yeah.
Mark
Years
Anthony
ago,
is like 2,000 years old. What are you talking
I know, but years ago I had the little soul patch thing, and then all of a sudden he got the soul patch thing, and then I did my hair a certain way, and then he did, someone sending him pictures because people used to go, you know, you look just like Mark Anthony. Then years of silence until today.
The Star Wars Boob Girl just bought the entire Flying Spark series. Thank you so much. That's nice. Like
LoneStarComic.com, young lady. LoneStarComic.com.
Wow. So we're now like I believe one backer away from 4K
she bought it because of the boobs.
Because the boobs, yeah. So
yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
We're one
John,
backer away
wait.
from 4K on this, guys. Let's hit this before we get off the stream here. Just one sale of our wonderful. Oh wait, no, it's not. I'm 2 backers away. I lied. I still need to get that though. So give me 2 backers real quick, unless somebody buys the full Flying Sparks again, which you could.
I did want to say though, John, before you get too far ahead of this, ASC presents there. That person wanted to cosplay as Metagirl.
She did.
Remember?
And I told her, please do. That'd be awesome.
There you go.
That would get me a lot of clicks for sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. She's awesome. So I hope you like it as much as you did Isom. And same with Riley. I hope he enjoyed this as much as he did Isom as well. The very least.
Did
Cool.
you see my tweet?
Riley said
Did you see my tweet?
look at this. Riley says he loved your Injustice and is going to make me read it. Yeah, Mike's Injustice.
Oh, thank
was very
you.
good.
Appreciate it.
Shadow of the Conqueror is very good too. Everything Mike does is good.
Everything.
Except for Steel Kumquats, Mike. Loquats. Sorry.
Honestly, if there was a kumquat tree around here, I'd be all over it though.
Yeah. So
her
cool.
name's Riley?
Yeah. So we'll have to.
niece's name.
Riley's her boyfriend's name. So
Oh.
you're not supposed to say you have a boyfriend. That's the other part of the grift. You got to dial that in because you can't tell people you have a boyfriend. Otherwise, it doesn't work for the fantasy. The Stars and Twilight. I know we have I have too many books and it's a big problem. It's a big problem because I don't know what to show.
You love good stories. Then why did you buy the EVS stuff?
Stop. I enjoyed Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet.
It's every day, bro.
Well, I guess you and EVS. I heard there was some like little. I didn't cover the biggest drama of the whole weekend.
You don't have time.
I do. I can do it for 5 minutes. Hold on. This is so important. Like, oh my gosh. I tried to press the button. Let's get ready to rumble down in Mexico with Anna, that Star Wars girl. Yes, she was out, I guess, with Nina Infinity. And rumor has it, there was a sucker punch thrown. But don't say that, because the entire internet started arguing about what a sucker punch is once this happened.
A sucker punch.
It wasn't a sucker punch. But I've got the actual footage of this here, guys. So let's check out what happened for real.
Yeah.
Today we're going to do a little boxing.
Right there. He's right there. Man, his arm was right there for the block. Everyone should learn how to fight. Seriously.
How exciting. So I guess there was like a little bit of a kerfuffle going on. I don't know why all this happened, but I know that like
he was
trying to
heckler or something at Chrissy Meyer's show or something.
Okay,
and, like shut down the show.
Wow,
and
just all over that.
The guy who got hit, or the guy who took the
got hit, I think.
The guy that took the shot, the black dude. So I guess he was on fentanyl too.
He was on fentanyl. Oh, like like George Floyd.
So later on, a cop kneels on his neck and he dies.
Oh shit, that's dark.
No, fuck.
I feel like we would have heard about that. That happened. I feel like we would have heard about it.
Camelot got permabanned on his account over a literal joke responding to an article where someone was in prison for doing it. This is happening a lot. Have you noticed the Twitter bans are happening pretty regularly now?
Yeah. It's the new CEO.
Oh, he said the R word.
Welcome to.
If you break into my home, what the heck? The new Twitter CD. That's terrible. I will follow this Famelot fellow who's not Camelot totally. Right. And there it is. I guess this was this weekend, huh? Down in Mexico. Now I want to find there was a big whole deal with this deal. Was it on? Was it saved on Simcast?
Chrissy Meyer's trying to get that other young lady that's in the chat.
Yeah, she is. I think she reached out to her. So
Yeah.
as I recall, that's great. I hope she gets a ton of subscribers and wins the game. So too many people on the internet have no situational awareness. It's not straight. So this is this guy, political commentator. If someone approaches you like this, it's time to defend yourself. Someone looking at you in the eye and punching you in the face is not a sucker punch.
Accurate.
So this is going back and forth here. She's arguing over this punch that's thrown repeatedly, and this is the main drama. I like how you're using women as an example to talk shit on my friend. When I, a woman, am the one who posted the tweet and filmed the video, you're up in arms about. Very confusing. All these so-called conservative 2A people don't even understand. I'm not political at all. In fact, the number one rule on all my socials is zero real world politics. She doesn't talk about politics. That's true.
She doesn't know anything about politics. She
didn't even know who the pillow guy was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was in LA. So I guess they were down in LA. I could have flown down there.
Wait, what are those gummies?
They didn't invite me.
Are those just regular gummies or are those special gummies?
They're probably
I don't
special
know.
gummies.
Cheech and Chong.
They for some reason I didn't get invited down to LA. Let's see what Xana says.
Crazy. Poor Chrissy. Her whole show was ruined by this one jackass. Say hi, Lila.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's that.
Yeah, don't say hi, Chris. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Anna.
What about Chris? I like this guy. Verbal Riot. He's cool. And that's it. That's all that's on Twitter, guys. So we saw the sucker punch that was heard around the world. And we got Tony here. What's going on, Tony, from the Geek Gateway? How you doing?
First off, it's the Geek Getaway. I thought this was the Flash
Getaway.
Wrong.
Oh, you thought this was Flashcast?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, there's a longer.
I thought this was Flashcast too.
Yeah, I know. But
I would like that.
Version.
I could watch it. Can you send it to me for tomorrow? Because I got to go. Is the problem?
Yeah, it's on Chrissy Mayer's on her YouTube channel.
Okay, cool. I'll look for it for tomorrow because we got that. We got Stephen Walton. We got our Flying Sparks closeout stream, and we got. Oh no. Is this the actual ADL? The actual ADL cider?
ADL. Yep.
Oh no. Go ahead and read it, Cider.
Literally me, commonly used to refer to Ryan Gosling and the roles he starred as, most particularly the Barbie movie as Ken, is a hate expression used by white supremacists. White supremacists use this to refer to how they know the truths of the world, involving many anti-Semitic conspiracy theories such as Yamaha banking power, white replacement, etc. They say literally me at how knowing these theories means they're the true Hyperborean Chad.
Yeah.
Do they smoke weed and didn't just sit around and make this shit up?
No, I think they go on to 4chan and take it seriously. I think that's the mistake.
That's the problem. Yeah.
So
all I know about this, guys, is I have to go, and that post really sounds like
sounds like it's literally you.
Yeah. It does.
Literally.
Did you guys see that 6 million people are playing Starfield, by the way? Do you think that's accurate?
No.
My son bought it. I'm like, really? Accurate. What are your pronouns? He's like, you have to ruin everything.
6 million, chat.